Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in our series about streaming tips and tricks, and today we are going to be talking about StreamElements, why it is also better than its nearest competitor StreamLabs, and then we're going to go into a little bit of the basic setup of StreamElements to get you on your way. As always, if you like anything in this video or you found it helpful, drop it a like. If you want to see more from the channel, drop it a sub, it really means a lot to me at the moment. And drop a comment if you really found this helpful, or if you want to see anything else. I've got a lot more videos in mind for streaming and streaming tips and tricks, so let me know and I will add it to the list. I also stream. I currently have a schedule of Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock PM UK time, and I also do a Saturday stream from 1 in the afternoon till 5 in the afternoon UK time. So drop in, drop a follow, have a chat with me. I'm usually playing Call of Duty at the moment, but I'm always happy to ask or to answer questions regarding streaming. With that out of the way, let's just jump straight into the video. First, let's just get into what StreamElements is. StreamElements is a web-based service that you can attach to your Twitch account. And this can control everything about your stream, from alerts, overlays, chatbot, donations, merchandise, loyalty schemes, and a whole lot more. You can also do all of this with StreamElements without having to download any additional software. You can literally run this straight from your browser. You can almost forget about it while you're streaming and just concentrate on playing the game or chatting or whatever you're doing streaming wise. So for those of you that are worried about CPU usage, or maybe just want to get the absolute best out of a game and don't want to run anything else on your PC, this is already a big win compared to StreamLabs, where for things like alerts you have to actually download additional software. Another huge plus with StreamElements is that it's completely free for everything. If I want to set up a merch store so I can have my designs on hoodies and t-shirts and mugs and mouse pads, I can just set up a StreamElements account and just attach the logo straight there, and it's all free. If I want to set up a chat bot to help moderate my chat, completely free. StreamLabs, on the other hand, isn't completely free if you want everything. You can set up alerts for free, you can set up a merch store for free. StreamLabs does have a Prime subscription service, which is $19.95. This holds back on a lot of stuff that StreamElements gives you for free anyway. For example, they've got a themes page, which is similar to how overlays are done, with some templates already. That's all locked behind a paywall. You can get templates for YouTube thumbnails, but if you're trying to build a brand for your stream and for your YouTube channel, you probably don't want a template. You want to build like your own one and have your own identity. So I don't know how that's worth it. Might be good for the start, but for the price, not so sure. Again, they also have templates for Twitch panels and for alert boxes, but as before, you're trying to build a brand around you and you probably have a theme in mind and maybe you want to go a different direction. So I would personally just get those custom made or do them yourself and add them on. It's not too hard. So for $20 a month, or there is an annual discount, I still don't think it's worth it. Personally, the only thing I can see in StreamLabs currently which could potentially be worth it is multi-streaming, but multi-streaming is a bit of a grey area currently on Twitch and on other streaming platforms. Technically, if you're an affiliate, you're supposed to only stream on Twitch, but you could do it and you could get away with it, but you're technically under contract. I'm going to leave that decision up to you. Personally, I just stick to Twitch right now. But again, for $20 a month, is it worth it? Probably not. And finally, the best thing about StreamElements is that it can be built straight into OBS. They have a plugin called OBS.Live that you can download, and it adds all the features from StreamElements in the browser into OBS, so you don't even need to leave OBS to do all your changes. You can have your activity feed there while you're streaming. You can change donation goals, sub goals. You can alter the labels. You can alter the overlays if you want to whilst you're still in OBS. That's a huge plus to me. Keeping it all in one place is really good. So we'll take a look at StreamElements, and we'll also have a look at OBS Live later in the video, so hang on, we will get there, don't worry. let's have a look at StreamElements dashboard, how it all connects, what we can do, and let's go for it. Okay, so first things first, let's go to StreamElements.com and let's log in. You can do this with all 3 streaming services. I'm on Twitch, so I'm just going to connect straight away to it. And you will be greeted with your dashboard. So this has got everything for the past couple of months. We've got tips, followers, subs, bits, hosts, raids, everything there that you probably can get from Twitch already, bar the tips and the merch. You also have a bot here that you can connect to your channel, and we'll go into it a little bit more how you can alter the commands for this. But this bot can do all the moderation that you need, similar to say like Nightbot, which is a popular one, or MooBot you may have seen. You don't need either of those. You can just have the StreamElements one, and it will do pretty much everything that they do. Another interesting thing here, if you are migrating from StreamLabs or from Nightbot or MooBot, you can actually import your settings over. Here in the top right, we have an import thing, and there's a bunch of things here that we can move across from. So if you all want it in one place, this is the easiest way to do it, and then we can alter it from there. As always, having a light and dark mode is pretty good. We always switch it to dark mode here because, you know, eyes. So on the left here, you obviously have all your options here. We've just got a basic activity feed. I don't usually go to this one too much. Gives you the same detail as you have down here on the dashboard, but always nice to have. Next option is your OBS.Live. So this is the thing that I've been on about previously in the video, that you can download and plug into OBS. So if you want that, go and download that, and we'll come back to this later on in the video on how to set that all up. Next thing here is the overlays. Now this, for me, is the big one. This is why I moved over to StreamElements from StreamLabs in the first place. StreamElements has a couple of pre-made themes already that you could use if you wanted to. You got themes here, you got alerts, and you've got widgets that you can all add to your streams. So have a look through those, see, and you can always customize those as well, however you like. Then you've got your overlays. Here, I've got all my custom ones. I have quite a few different overlay things that I'm like tinkering with and thinking about adding at some point. The majority of mine is actually done in this one here, which is from Harris Heller. Highly recommend if you want a link to this. I'll also probably pop it in the description of the video, and I'm going to add it to my Discord as well. I think it's a really nice little thing to have on your stream, very simple. But we can go in and edit this overlay. So for me, I usually have a very simple rotating thing underneath my webcam, but here I can edit everything about everything pretty much. I can edit what the font is, I can edit what the events do, so I've got latest subscriber, latest follower, latest donation, latest bits, things like that, all rotating around. But you can do a lot with this. There are lots of free things out there. Lots of people way cleverer than me have built some pretty impressive stuff with StreamElements overlay. So I would have a look around, or if you fancy it, try and build in one yourself. So once you've actually built your overlay, these are also then really simple to add into OBS. So once you've built your overlay and you're happy with it, it's actually really easy to add into OBS as well. All you need to do is copy the URL here, then go into OBS. And then we've got some browser sources here. So if I add here, click on browser source here, you can create a new one, or I've got existing ones. Just for the purpose of this, we'll add a new one. And then all you do is add your URL here. You can click OK. And then like you can mess around with how it looks. Obviously here I've got it up here. Usually if I put everything on for a second, mine actually appears here usually. But you can do a whole bunch of things, as I said. So play around with it, have a bit of fun with it. Try and find some free stuff if you can, or if you want pay for some stuff. There's a lot you can do with this. So the next thing on the left-hand bar is partnerships. Now, this is probably the weakest part of StreamElements at the moment. There are a couple of programs you can join. However, right now, there's only one, which was for Magic the Gathering, and that is closed. Whether they're going to add anything to this, I don't know, because it's been like this for a few months now. So this is definitely the weakest part, but in the grand scheme of things, not that big anyway. There are also no challenges as well. Again, it could be because of the current scenario we're in with the pandemic and people not really advertising and things like that. So I wouldn't worry about this one too much. We'll then move on to revenue. So this is where you set up your donations. So if you don't want to take bits or you prefer to take donations, which in the grand scheme of things you do because you get nearly all the money from a donation compared to bits where you get only about half, I highly push you to set up donations. But you can set up a tipping page here and then you can just provide a link. So in tipping settings, you can set up the payment provider. Obviously I've hidden this because it's got some stuff, but you can set up like minimum and maximum amounts if you want to. You can set up some presets if you like to, like 420. You could do some customization with the donation page itself. So if you want to do some more branding, go for it here. I currently haven't because I'm lazy, but it's something you probably should do just for completing your Twitch page. This is the panel link here. Okay, so if you have a panel underneath your stream, you just add this link in and that'll take them off when anytime they click on the panel. And you've got some moderation here. StreamElements Pay is basically where you withdraw the money that you make if it is not already gone into your PayPal account. So this is mostly from like merchandise. Then we've got StreamElements merch, and here we've got the current designs, which are t-shirts and hoodies. They do have mugs, mouse pads, and stickers, but I think because of the pandemic currently, they've stopped these for the time being, or it might be a location thing. Maybe in the US this might be available, but in the UK and EU, maybe not right now. Not quite sure about that. But you can still edit these if you want and get them all ready. But the t-shirts and hoodies are good to go. And I say this was completely free. I didn't have to pay anything to do this. I just had to pop my design in. I could alter where it was and how big it was. An upcoming feature, they're also going to be able to let you alter the back of both the hoodie and the t-shirt as well, which is also pretty cool if you want to do something a bit different. You've got like a slogan that you want to put on the back or something like that. So there are more upcoming features with this as well, but this is super cool. And the designs come out really well. I've got an image here of somebody else showing the difference between StreamLabs and StreamElements t-shirts, and the quality is noticeably better with the StreamElements one. So another big plus on their behalf. Whoever builds their shirts does a really good job of it. So if you want, you can set up a loyalty scheme similar to like how channel points are done in Twitch, but this is specifically with StreamElements. Personally, I don't use this, but this is something you can play around with for sure. And you can also run contests and giveaways around that. Up to you if you want to play around with this. Something I just haven't really messed around with, but a nice little feature to have. Then underneath my camera is the bot settings. You've got the module setting here where you can just decide what your bot wants to put out to your chat. You can do things like chat alerts, emote pyramids anytime somebody gets a stack. Anytime you tweet, it can go straight to Twitch chat. The only thing I have going at the moment is live announcements. Everything else to me is a bit spammy, but we can have a look into these for sure. So you can set up chat alerts here. I know some people like this to like let chat know that somebody's followed in chat as well as on your stream. So that's always a nice thing to have. Everything else is totally up to you if you want to turn it on. I just haven't for my stream. User management is just where you control who can be a moderator. And usually that's the same as your actual moderators in Twitch chats. You just need to add their accounts to that. I'm not going to show that because I've got a bunch of people and they probably don't want to be shown, but you add all those in there. Then you've got chat commands. So StreamElements comes with your base commands that you can either turn on or off. So I've gone through here and added a few and turned off a few. Again, mostly because a lot of them are to do with points or requests or things like that. So personally not for me, but totally up to you if you want to have them on. And then you've got custom commands as well. So similar to how like you could do it with Nightbot and MooBot, you can set up some of your own things and they'll print out certain things to Twitch chat. So I've got things like my social links, my computer specs if anyone wants to ask. I've got my like latest YouTube video, and I've got some things where you can use like variables. So like, for example, because I play Warzone, and if I don't deploy my parachute properly and die from full damage, somebody can do exclamation point para, and that'll add on to how many times I've died from full damage. So that's cool. You also have spam filters here. Now I've turned a lot of these off because I'm not really too worried about spam. Some people like to go mental with emotes and things like that, and streamers are happy for that. Others don't like emote spam or cap spam, things like that. So I've got all these off. Twitch moderation does pretty well with banned words. That's why I have it off here. But if you want like extra security, you could mess around with it here. I'm not too worried. Again, up to you, play around with this one. And finally, you've got timers here. So I've got a few running at the moment in my Twitch chat, and you can alter how often they happen both when you're streaming and when you're not streaming as well, which could be a nice thing for when you get larger and people are maybe waiting for you to start streaming and they're in Twitch chat, or maybe you're offline for like 5 minutes because of some technical issue and they're all hanging there. You've still got something going in chat potentially, and you can do it based off of how much chat is happening. So if you got quite a low stream where maybe you've got like 1 or 2 viewers, you want to have it like going kind of regularly, and you may not have a lot of Twitch chat. So if you reduce the amount of chat lines, it comes up more often. But then you want to alter that as you get more, otherwise it's just spamming your chat. So again, play around with that. Depends on the size of your stream really for this one. But yeah, that's all timers. There are some other nice little things down here at the bottom. Chat stats just shows who's been messaging you, how often, things like that. You can set up media request here. And again, we'll talk about this in OBS.Live. But people can enter YouTube URLs and let you watch them with you. With the DMCA issue with Twitch at the moment, bit of a weird one. You got to be very careful with this one, so I'd advise having a mod check these first before you actually play them, but you have that option as well. You do have a profile page here. I've not done really anything except add all my social links here. Not really sure where this is used. I won't worry about this one too much. And then finally, you can set up social media to message out when you are going live. So you can do this currently only with Twitter. They have got in mind things for Facebook, for YouTube, for Discord, and for Instagram. They're all on the way. This is kind of nice to have if you just want to send out simple tweets. Ideally, you want to be a bit more creative with all the messages you put out on social media, so maybe not the best thing, but it's nice to have. So that is everything within StreamElements. Let's go back to OBS and have a look at OBS.Live. So when you have downloaded OBS.Live and installed it, you'll get a bunch of features appear. Probably the one that will appear first will be your activity feed here. And it's pretty much exactly the same how you would see it in Twitch or in StreamElements. It's just in OBS. So you can close down StreamElements and potentially the Stream Manager if you want to. So you've got a list here. They also add this bar here into toolbar, and you can mess around with a bunch of stuff here. So for example, I have the activity feed, chat, and media requests set up currently here in my OBS. I have my chat here. I have media requests here if I want to, but I don't use that currently. Very nice to have in OBS itself. I can also go into the bot and tipping service here and just set anything up that I need to. You can activate overlays here. This will take you out of OBS and back into StreamElements itself if you need to mess around with it. But it's a much quicker way of doing it rather than digging around online. You can just click that button. And then you've got a bunch of other things. But the main thing is it's built all into OBS. You only need one thing. I think that is super, super helpful. So there you have it. There's a quick little overview of why you should pick StreamElements as your service to help you run your stream better and more fluid. And also a quick little guide of how to set it up, what everything means, and what you can do with StreamElements basically. If you have any questions, as always, leave a comment. I will try and get back to you. If you want to talk to me about anything in this video or anything in streaming in general, let me know on Twitter. Join the Discord. We've got a couple of channels set up for stream setup and stream guides and everything to do with that. I'm always happy to help there. Or jump into my Twitch chat. Again, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 till 10 in the evening UK time, and Saturday, 1 till 5 in the afternoon UK time. Drop a question. Let's talk about streaming. Let's help you get set up. And with that, if you're not subscribed, drop a sub. If you like this video, drop it a like, and I will see you in the next one.